And so Kandee G is our next speaker. So she's the creator of the Vision program. She is an author. She is a speaker. She is a radio personality. Please don't take my job. I do have to put those kids through college. Magazine editor and equine-assisted therapist, and Kandee G is an international leader in corporate and personal development. She sounds pretty busy, but she made time for us. So big round of applause for Kandee G.
Hello, everybody. I too have so many wonderful friends out here. It is so great to see you all again, and it's so great to be on this stage. I was one of the presenters at the very first Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick conference, and I'm very happy to be back. And I will also let you know, yes, I am the country division of Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick. It's boots, cowboy hats, and yes, I got my lipstick attitude on. You know, thank you very much for having me here, and Julie, thank you for that great intro. And yes, author, speaker, trainer, coach. I was on the radio for 10 years. A corporate trainer. I have been called the corporate game changer. And I have been in the corporate arena for 15 years, and I've been changing companies by teaching people how to change their minds. See, Dr. King said it this morning. You can train your brain to do anything. And when I learned how to do that, I went inside the corporate arena and I brought companies back from bankruptcy by the power of your mind. What are those things that we can do? And why is it that sometimes those things work and sometimes those things don't? You've heard it before, change your thoughts, change your life. Well, how does it work? And what does it mean? I would go to the learned professionals and I'd say, teach me how to get this to happen. And folks, they had great theory, but they didn't have practical application. So that's what I went looking for. I went looking for that practical application. I wanted to know why it worked for some people and didn't work for others. And guess what I found? I found the missing piece. And I found a way to apply certain information that worked all the time. All the time, every time, if you used it. Here's the problem. It's not knowledge that's power. It is the use of that knowledge that's power. Now, I've been in the speaking industry for 20 years. And you know what statistics say? Statistics say 2 to 3% of you that are in this room are going to walk out the door and actually use stuff that you've learned. 2 to 3%, is that not a frightening number? Right? So I'm here to help change the numbers. First of all, when you make a decision, you change your life. And one way to make a decision is to make a promise. So here's what I'd like everybody to do right off the bat. Raise your hand. Repeat after me. I promise to use the very cool, sassy information I get this weekend. Thank you. You've all made a promise now. Couple of bits of information I want to give you because I want you to understand what's really important about the way that you think. We think 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. 80 to 90% of those we thought yesterday. We recycle thoughts. Every single one of those thoughts can be creative. Wallace Wattles, who wrote the book The Science of Getting Rich, which was the inspiration behind the movie The Secret, he says that there is this thinking stuff that permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. And when you apply a thought to this thinking stuff, you cause the thing you think about to get created. It's not mind over matter, it's mind into matter. But how does it work, and why doesn't it always work for everyone? Here's a little bit of quantum physics. Here is our thinking stuff, our consciousness. This is where we put our thoughts. Underneath that is the physical universe. Under that is quantum physics, from which everything is made manifest. What is a quantum particle? Quantum particle is a little dot of energy. Underneath that is what's called the field of infinite possibilities. apply a thought to this thinking stuff, and it falls down into the field of infinite possibilities and collapses into that possibility that will get created. I am a speaker and a motivator. Boom! Created. What's the problem with a lot of folks? We think 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. And a lot of this is unconscious, subconscious thinking. So what comes behind that? I'll never do it. I don't know how. My family's never done it. I've never had that kind of success. And it negates your creative process. So it's about understanding those subconscious thoughts that keep you from what you have and begin to declare who you really are. Dr. King said, what do you really want? Decide what you really want and declare it. I am an inspirational and motivational speaker. I am an equine-assisted therapist. Does anybody here have a powerful I am statement they'd like to share with me? Now, if you share an I am statement with me, what I want to hear is not that I'm going to change the world, not that I hope to do this. I want to hear something, whether you have it today or not, that you know that is what you want to be. There's a very powerful law. It's called the law of as if. Imagine it as if it has already come to pass. Anybody here have a powerful I am statement? Yes, Ina.
I am a force to be reckoned with.
I am a force to be reckoned with. Oh, by the way, if you play with me, you get free stuff because I love to give stuff away. Would you please give this CD? It's called In the Game with Kandee G and Les Brown to Ina, please. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. Somebody else have a very powerful I am statement. Yes, Arlie, over here. Take the microphone over here for me. Yes.
I am a financial counselor and nurse, and I care about you.
There you go. Awesome. Please give her a round of applause. Here's another one. Drop that off for me. You know, I was on the radio for 10 years. I did a show called Nothing But Good News.
Yeah.
I also published a magazine by the same name, Nothing But Good News. And so for 10 years, I did 2 live hours a week, and all we did was talk about good news, and I had a lot of successful folks on the air with me. And going back and evaluating a lot of these people, there were 3 things that a lot of very successful people had in common. The first one was they had a powerful vision of what they wanted and who they wanted to be. This is where your I am comes in. This is where your I am comes in because you own who you are. You know what's interesting? I knew I wanted to be a motivational, inspirational speaker. I wanted to speak with the big boys. And was trying to figure out how I was going to get there. And I carried this vision of myself on stage. My favorite speaker was Les Brown. And I had an opportunity to speak to somebody one day. I had called. I was looking for an Elvis impersonator for my daughter's birthday party. She was 8. And I get a guy on the phone, and he's talking to me. And he's joking around in his best Rodney Dangerfield voice, and I'm joking around back. And he said, "Excuse me, what do you do?" And at the time, I sold real estate, and I didn't say, "I'm a real estate agent of luxury real estate." I said, "I am a motivational speaker and an author." Hadn't written my first word. And he said, "Stay on the phone with me." He 3-wayed me to a gentleman, and we spoke for 20 minutes, and the guy said, "I love your take on life. I'm doing an event in 2 days. I will change my entire program if you come speak with me." So 2 days later, I shared the platform with him. 60 days later, he introduced me to Les Brown, who became a grand friend and mentor. Declare, I am, even if you don't have it today. Imagine it with all the sensory perception of reality inside your mind's eye. Anybody have a powerful I am for me? Anybody? Over there, over there. Yes. Arlie, that way.
Oh, sorry.
Hurry up.
I'm pregnant.
I am enough.
That's good. But I know that's good, but hold on. I want to hear a vision of what you want to create. I want to hear it so that everybody in this room knows it.
I am successful. I am enough. I know everything that I need to know in nursing. I help everyone, and I have a successful $1 million business.
Okay, thank you very much. Please come get here. This is a copy of my book, Now Boarding, Next Stop, Your Remarkable Life. So the first thing that I learned from the folks that were on the radio, how to have a very powerful image, vision of yourself. The second one was that they all habituated gratitude. See, when you are in gratitude, it's physically impossible to be in a negative emotion. And emotions are as creative as our thought process is. So habituating gratitude is a very, very, very powerful thing. If anybody's ever seen me speak before, you know I carry with me gratitude coins. And so that's their function, is just to express gratitude. It says, be thankful for everything. And so what I would like is for somebody to tell me something they're very grateful for about this conference right here today. I can't see. Arlie, you better find someone. Can't see because of the light.
I know, the light.
What are you grateful for?
I am grateful to be sharing this moment with my sister, Dr. King, and that God gave me the opportunity.
That's awesome. Thank you. This, sweetheart, is a gratitude coin for you. Thank you.
Still have the ones that
From me, I know.
I
That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. Somebody, what are you grateful for today? Anyone? No one grateful? Oh, sorry. There you go. The lights. It's hard to see.
It is so hard.
I am grateful to be able to celebrate my 49th wedding anniversary today with everybody.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. 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 Someone else, what are you grateful for? Arlie, right there.
Where?
I see someone waving.
Waving.
I am grateful to going on 5 years next week of being a breast cancer survivor.
That's awesome. Woo! Awesome. Gratitude, it's powerful. Arlie, behind you. I don't want to step over this panther. Is that a panther?
I am grateful for my life, just to be here, grateful to be blessed to make a difference in my day, just to what I did yesterday as my past and today as my present, for tomorrow my future.
There you go, that's awesome. Gratitude, it's powerful, thank you. One more, right behind you, Arlie.
I am grateful that I was given the opportunity to be here today, and I am going to own it.
That's awesome, thank you. Thank you very much, I appreciate it very much. Whoa! I can't see you, I'm out of coins. Okay, what are you grateful for?
I know you can't see us back here.
That's hard, I know. Greg, what are you grateful for?
I am grateful for my sassy sisters.
There you go, whoa!
I am grateful to be amongst the most beautiful women and gentlemen, I can see a few, in this room. We are very important, and Jesus loves each and every one of us.
Thank you. Okay, Arlie, back up here. It's out of control.
I am super grateful to be here. My mother transitioned July 6th, and as a speaker, this will be the first time today at 2 o'clock that I'll be speaking after my mother transitioned. So if you can come to Atlantic Ballroom 1, you will hear a lot of emotion for her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, Arlie, I need you back up here with that microphone. The third thing that all of these successful folks had in common is that they had a bigger image of themselves. What that meant is that I can create, but what I want to do now that I've created what I want to create something bigger, add more value for someone else. Just remember, whatever you do, make sure you give more value than you take. The way this world is meant to be, the more you give, the more you get, but you don't give to get. Now, what's really interesting about this third part, I have something very, very, very exciting to share with you. My husband and I, we have been blessed to be extraordinarily successful. We sold his company of 42 years last year. We've bought 65 beautiful acres in the center of Florida. We raise beautiful horses called gypsy vanners. I had to bring this to show you because folks go, I don't know what a gypsy vanner is. This is what they look like. Now, I got to show you, one of my girls is in here. She's Miss May. Isn't she beautiful? So we've built a beautiful facility in Central Florida. And in this facility, we have our beautiful gypsy vanners. We have 4 of them for now. There are more coming. But we did a very interesting thing this year. My husband and I, we went to Washington State. We built an airplane and flew it home 3,000 miles. It's kind of like everything we vision, everything we want to do, that's what we do. It's the world that we live in. And so on my beautiful 65 acres, I not only have a barn with the horses, but I have a beautiful runway, and we're building a hangar. And we're building a hangar for this beautiful airplane, and while we're building it, he and I are talking about, we've had just such extraordinary success. What can we do to give back? Because give back is so important. So in our new hangar, we've built 2 offices, a conference room, and a state-of-the-art training facility. And one of the things that my husband and I are doing is we are creating an entrepreneur event where we can take young entrepreneurs, take their concept, help them design a vision, help them build a business plan, help them do a management team, help them find the money to make the business go. And we are all doing this without making any money. This is our give back. Our first event, we're going to be looking for 20 entrepreneurs that want to grow. We're in a place where we could sit back right now and play with horses and airplanes, but the truth is, we want to make a difference. And collectively, he and I have 90 years of information of where we can really help businesses fly. And so that's our goal. So I will let you know that anybody that's interested, you can come see Arlie and I outside, and you can pick up a flyer and pick up my business card. It's got my cell phone on it. You can call and ask about how you can be part of our first Entrepreneur Quest, is what it's called. The other thing is anybody that wants to come out during the break or lunch and find Arlie and I, anybody that comes up to me with a powerful I am statement, Arlie, my assistant, has a bag full of stuff to give away. I don't want to sell anything. But if you can come up and proclaim to me, I am, if you can own who you are, just come on up to me. We'd love to give you free stuff. Because I'll tell you what, the universe, when you can proclaim who you are, will give you stuff. So one of the things I want to share with you before I go, and folks have seen this before I wear this, I know the blue doesn't match the outfit. But there's a reason that it's here. My young daughter, she has a favorite quote, and she inscribed the quote on this bracelet that I wear every day. And she wears it as well. Well, actually, she wanted to do a mother-daughter tattoo, and I thought, the bracelet was a better place to start. She's still pushing for the tattoo, though. And this quote says, life is known only to those who become comfortable with change and the unknown. Given the nature of life, there may be no security, but only adventure. As a young girl in her 20s, if she believes that life is uncertain, we know that, but it's an adventure, who will she become? Think about your beliefs. Who will you become? For those folks that got something in the audience for me today, will you raise your hand? Will you repeat after me, please? I promise to use this very cool Kandee G stuff. And for the rest of you, raise your hand. make a commitment, make a promise. I want you to come find me, declare your I am to me so I can give you free stuff, and then repeat after me. I promise to use all this very cool, sassy information I get this weekend. Thank you very much. Stay sassy. I love you all.
Was she awesome or what? All right. So did you learn something? Yes? All right. Sure.
I can say something.
You're allowed to say whatever you want.
I can say something. I'm going to break up this party for 1 second.
Yeah, let's wake it up.
Can you give me the mic? Are you all hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I just want to say something about Kandee G, because I think it's important that I say this. How I met Kandee was when we started in 2012. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Yeah.
like I said, you can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want. Okay. You know, I'm a rule breaker, right? So you know that. I called her because I had heard that she was a top motivational speaker. Now, remember, I didn't even know what AV was. So, yeah. So I called her. I said, listen, we have this crazy idea of creating a conference. And I'm going to tell you, because there are a lot of you that do not know the story. So I'm going to tell you how this happened. I went and booked the Ritz-Carlton because I knew one thing, that women would come to the Ritz-Carlton. I knew nothing else but that. After I booked it, I said, Yvonne, now what do we do? And then it started. And I picked up the phone because I had heard Kandee speak and I had heard about her. And I picked up the phone and I said, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. And would you come and be my keynote speaker? And there was no hesitation, like none, zero. She said yes. And Kandee and I stayed connected for all these years. And when I posted on Facebook that we were going through some challenges with my husband's health, one of the first calls that I got was from Kandee. And she's now in Ocala, so she's moved out of this area. She travels the world. And she said one thing: what can I do? What can I do for you? And I said, well, in fact, would you come be a keynote speaker? You have to have those answers real quick. You have to seize the opportunities. When they knock on your door, if you don't take them, they go away. And if I can teach you anything, make sure that you're ready to act on what you want to be. Saying that I am is the first step. The next step is taking opportunities and making them part of your existence, of your journey. And when she said, what can I do for you? I said, can you come be a keynote speaker? Now she's flying right out after here. She's got a very busy schedule. But here she came and she showed up. And yes, thank you.